Hello and welcome back to New Age Handicapping from www.ahorserace.com. This is Basic New Age Handicapping Lesson 101.8. As earlier indicated in prior video lessons, what you are currently viewing is a very recently handicapped race at Aqueduct that started with 8 entries and 2 were scratched, leaving 6 remaining entries at post time. We will be using this race as a template for training in the next few videos as a point of reference for several conversations. For now, however, we will move on to conclude most of this topic of speed issues. Hopefully at this point you have observed all videos and are starting to get a little perspective why New Age handicapping is different than most traditional methods. True speed handicappers rely on information provided by third parties. This information is good basis to understand in concept, as we did over a great many years and thousands of races and racehorses. To do so requires a database much too large for any average handicapper. Not only a database of horses, but racetracks, racing surfaces, breeding, race types and class, as well as earnings, jockey information, trainer information, and much more. Points of call become critical. Early speed, pace speed, and closing speeds. You can see where a handicapper must learn to depend on the information provided. Track conditions such as wet, muddy, fast, the soils, etc. all have an effect on speed. Bad breaks from the gate and even gate positions play in this scenario. And who is it that actually decides those factors on each horse on every single day and every single race and every single situation? And the hardest factor to consider is, did the owner, the trainer, and the jockey make today's race their best effort, an honest effort, because no one is allowed to do anything ever to the contrary. Be sure before you wager, not after the race is over and your ticket is on the floor. By far, true efforts are made in every race a horse has entered, but there are those races out there which make you scratch your head and think, what just happened? The speed factors are as simple as time in the first call, time between the first call and the second call, time between the second and third call, time between the first and third call, time between the second and finish call, time between the third and final call, time between the first and all those calls, track conditions that morning versus that evening. Is the track a 3/4 mile racetrack, or an oval or 1 mile oval track, or more than a 1 mile track? The rail position for turf races, and for the many past years, a factor that was not even given consideration to until just recent years, the run-up time. The distance from when the horse leaves the gate to when the time starts, and tracking all of the above. 80 to 100 feet can make all the difference in the world in your numbers. A 1 mile race is 5,280 feet. Or is it 5,360 feet? Or is it 5,200 feet? And does the run-up time vary on each race distance? Wow, this is a lot of information to digest for just a $25 win bet. Now, if there was just a way to get past most or all of that and still have some brain time left to enjoy the actual race, there is, and it's called New Age Handicapping. Best of all, you are learning bits and pieces of it right now. And for every race we have handicapped for the past 6+ months, we can honestly say we never once considered any of this in any race with unbelievable results. Now start talking about it with your friends and consider a review of all videos up to this point. Our next video will deal with the most important issues with class, and it will detail a lot of thoughts you need to consider at all times, and then how all this comes together to help paint a pretty picture in your results. www.ahorserace.com and its founder-owner owns exclusive rights to this and all future videos dealing with this subject matter. Throughout the month of April 2016 and at various times beyond that date, we will begin production of detailed training in sequenced videos. We suggest those wishing to learn more view each in sequence for the best learning experience. For those brand new to handicapping, several information videos will also follow very soon. Also consider sharing New Age handicapping with your fellow handicappers. It does make for good conversation and increases the overall learning experience. Knowing race terms, types, class, speed, odds, and other information and more will help you have a better understanding, but please also understand this. We average handicapping 3 to 5 races each day, and almost none of this information is factored into, nor is it considered necessary in New Age handicapping. Visit us at www.horserace.com and also subscribe now while you're viewing this on YouTube. Thank you.